This video is sponsored by the Design Mechanism, the makers of Mithras. Mithras is a registered trademark of the Design Mechanism Inc., used with permission. All rights reserved.
Do you get nice Christmas presents though? Are you allowed to have Christmas presents off them?
Of the customers, yeah. I got a Cartier last year, Cartier watch. And
seriously?
No.
I'm just moving everyone around because you're all in the wrong positions.
Every Christmas he gets to keep one parcel.
Yeah, one. But I'm going to choose wisely.
Yeah,
but he doesn't get to choose. He doesn't get to see what's inside it, so he has to base it off sound and size.
Yeah, and if it says fragile on the side, or fraggle as we call it these days.
Fraggle. Down at Fraggle. Right. I'm just putting Mr. Pickles in his square and make sure.
You stay there, Mr. Pickles. Stay that square.
Nobody puts pickles in a box. Put the pickles back in the box.
I will move me down. I have to remember how to GM now, just so you know, because it's just like, okay. And Pickles' cat is joining us because we need the extra cameraing, because I refuse to do all the cameras all over again. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. I've been at work all day. Medivac's been at work all day. Mr. Pickles and Captain, have you been at work all day? Or
just working on myself, it's getting better, whatever that means. I hear people say all the time, so I'm going to also restate it.
Yeah, sounds good.
It is a long journey.
Yeah, what she said.
Now don't start. Really don't start.
Right. Getting into character.
Yeah, right from the beginning.
Maybe Cyrus. I don't think Brasive doesn't. Like, who's that? Who?
Right, I'm just moving people over a bit. We've got a bit of yellow showing. Fish will be coming to join us when we either near the end of this adventure or coming in to play Mithras, and he's really keen to play all the games. So it means that we'll have an extra body as well. I'm aiming to be like Medivac's gaming group with 24, I think it is. It's about 24 people. I can squeeze.
It feels like it.
I just imagine that if we got lots of people, one combat round is going to take a long time, as we slowly click through it.
Well, that's why the Wilderness campaign, it just took so long to get through the Underdark. It was like,
I can imagine. Have you seen my cup, everyone? Do you like it?
Oh, nice. That's a nice millennial.
Yeah, Millennium Falcon. Yeah.
Really, millennials.
Really, really. I can't get Pickles' camera right. There's something wrong with him. And I don't know what. He's sort of like too far over one side. Have you moved your camera up, Pickles?
I mean, I move around.
Just say no.
Yeah.
But I
Right, you're in the middle now.
No, you've not, because your head's exactly where the door frame is, and it's always there.
Wow, you're observant, Medivac.
I know, because I'm always trying to look through the door.
Yeah, just in case somebody comes behind him.
Yeah.
That's actually what I'm looking out for. I'm looking for serial killers walking by, kind of. I'm like, oh, this is it. This is the day.
This is the
see him murder on live camera.
Are we recording?
Yeah, that's
Someone's
a good
gonna
thing.
shish kebab the pickle.
Yeah, I'll send it in for you've been framed or something. Live.
File, Mr. Pickles, you're going to be famous.
Right, let's get a move on. And let's start playing. But before we get into the adventure, I'll allow you guys to introduce who you are and who you're playing. And we're going to start with the wonderful Mr. Pickles tonight. Off you go.
Oh, I am the wonderful Mr. Pickles, I guess, as opposed
You're
to
all
the
wonderful, by the way.
Pickles.
You're all wonderful, so you know.
I am playing my gnome rogue this time around. Belinda Bell O'Fregiach is her name, but she just gets called Bell. That's why that would be in quotes in the middle. She's quite small compared to the rest of the party members, but that's where she uses her skills of stealth and using very light weapons. One of her abilities as a rogue is weapon precision, which makes it so I can use my dexterity instead of my strength in attacking, which helps me significantly to not be completely terrible. She uses a sling and a short sword, I believe. So she's both ranged and melee. But her real abilities where she shines is that she has lockpicking and she knows about mechanisms. She's very, very kind of city centric in that sense. She's great at commerce and things like that. But yeah, that's Belle, our sort of loudmouth rogue. And I guess I have to pass it on to Pickles Cat. No, I'm going to throw it over to Captain Kangaroo.
Hey everyone, I'm Captain Kangaroo. Tonight I'm playing Abrasive Rendax. He is the fighter of the group. He's there to show his hot, steamy muscles, and kind of just protect everyone from dying. Hopefully, he hopefully tonight. I will see. I don't know how many times we're going to be able to roll up our experience points, but he's going to try to get to that rank slightly above where he is right now in fighting. So that way he can do some cool stuff with his big, strong, girthy axe. But from there, I'm going to pass the mic to Medevac.
Oh, I thank you, sir. And I can't wait to see your strong, girthy axe.
Nice.
And hi, everybody. I'm Medevac, and I play Ida. She is a cleric of Nisa. She's there to protect the innocent, to help the poor and downtrodden, and to keep these folk alive. She likes to protect her friends. She does that by hitting things with a big mace, or by casting her spells of healing or a bless, and other wondrous spells her goddess gives her. She also has a heater shield, so when she's in combat, she is pretty damn hard, especially when she's all coated out in scale mail as well.
That actually saved you last time. It literally saved you. I thought I was going to take a leg out. I really did.
No, that just leg is mine to raise. It's mine. She wants to try to improve her first aid because as a cleric, you can't always rely on magic. So that's something to look forward to. And she's looking also forward to giving this pewter belt buckle or brooch or whatever it was that she found to find out who it belonged to in the last adventure.
Oh yes, I remember that vaguely. It's wild.
Did you know this? Because they're dead.
I just realized I don't actually have the adventure open, which might be a good starting point for
let's
today.
Just wing it.
Let's just wing it.
Let's just guess.
So the thank you. It's back to me, and thank you for passing it back to me. And the party.
And that's me finished. So I'm just going to pass it on to RGM.
I think it fell on the floor and you just kind of picked it up. I don't think it was past you.
The players are completing a challenge to go down into a 3-level mine and to get what the local townsfolk thought was a small piece of silver, but the party have recognized that it is platinum. They also got like a sub-task to get some red mushrooms. They found some blue mushrooms that put both Belle and I can't remember your character now. Hang on, Brasive. To sleep. And then Tegan and Ida sort of like took the fort there and held back oncoming goblins. And last adventure, when we were playing Classic Fantasy Imperative, a huge ogre charged them across the water, and he had madness in his eyes, red madness in his eyes, and he nearly took out Ida's leg, but her armor protected her. And he went down at the end of the last adventure, I think. And I think that's where we left it, is that what everybody thinks, or did you get any further?
No, I think that was it.
Yeah.
I think
Makes
we
sense to
argued
me.
for a little bit about how we're going to take these red mushrooms.
Yes, because if you remember, there's only a thin. Well, I think you can get the red mushrooms, which are here, but there's only a thin gap between the red mushrooms and the cavern wall to get past into the shiny place down here that has all the platinum nuggets in you.
Mm,
So yeah,
Only we had a small person in our group.
if only. Maybe we should boil the fat of this ogre and use it as grease.
No.
Oh, and slip Bell through.
Yep.
Okay. Is that
That's
good?
disgusting. No, we're not going to butcher this ogre here in this dripping cave, and we're not going to then like heat up his fat and make a foul-smelling blubber to roll me. I can just crawl through. I'm gonna go ahead and crawl through before they can even start butchering.
Okay then. Can you
Wait,
make
wait,
for
wait.
me? Oh, Brace is
No,
talking.
you go ahead.
Yeah. Can you make for me an athletics or acrobatic check, whichever one you've got?
I have both, but I'm not trying to roll through. I'm going to crawl through, like a normal gnome. Yeah.
Oh!
I turn into a mouse.
That's amazing.
What a wonderful first roll. That's it. It's going downhill from here on in. You managed to squeeze in through the gap, avoiding touching the red mushrooms. If you remember when you touched the blue mushrooms, you think they might have let off some kind of spore. So that's what the athletics check was for. So you've crawled through the gap and you haven't touched the red mushrooms at all. And now you're in this place of shiny bits of silver and what you might think is platinum.
I'm already reaching to touch this new metal that I've found.
Yeah, it seems completely real, and it seems to have been like chucked in here. It's not as if it's implanted. You don't need to chisel it out or anything like that. You can just pick it up off the ground. You can probably get. You've only got little hands, so probably about 5 little nuggets in each hand.
Maybe she can throw them through.
Yeah, so Ida shouts at you, throw them through.
Yeah. Throw me the platinum and I'll give you the whip.
Can you actually?
What?
Oh yes. What whip?
Yeah, why would I want to be whipped?
Sorry, my Indiana Jones came over again.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Well.
Oh, I know the bit when there's the pit trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he says, throw me the, and he says,
throw me the idol and I'll
and
give
you
you
say
the
the whip.
whip.
Yeah. So do you want to start almost like rolling these through the gap?
I think I need to buy some time in here for a moment. I want to like mostly just touch the metal because that's my passion, but I also want to consider is there any reason why these metal coins are in here? Is there a sack that had been thrown in here and they all just kind of poured out?
Okay, so they're not technically coins, they're bits of metal.
Like in nuggets, you said, I think.
Yes, yeah. So it looks like but they're not ore, if that makes sense. They're actually bits of silver color. Some of them might be platinum. There's no gold. They're all silver. And it looks like they're about this big, if you can see on the camera,
Yeah.
and about that wide. And it's almost as if some people have been almost like collecting them and depositing them into this area. There's nothing else in this area, just these little bits of silver nuggets.
And the giant magpie.
Yeah. and the trapper that's on the floor now.
Yeah.
And you said there's no like visible ore on the walls.
No, it looks like it roll me an insight check, Bell. Let's see how insightful you are.
I'm not, but
No, you're not. Do you want to
Not
look it?
today.
no, hold off for
Okay,
this.
so yeah, it just looks like somebody's been collecting it into this cavern.
Well, that's an odd storage room, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna chuck them through. You don't stand in the way, and I'll start throwing them
Okay.
through, trying to get them past.
So you actually, in total, somebody write it down because I'm not. There's actually a total of 18 little bits of silver to call it at the start of. So 18 of them are chucked through. So if one of you pops it into a sack or a backpack or whatever, then you can actually carry them out. Does Belle want to try to discreet any among without the rest of the party knowing? Oh, hang on. Let's make it interesting because you have a passion, do you not?
Yeah, and I think what I'm saying is going to be with my passion.
Okay.
I don't intend to like
Steal.
I don't intend to hide it, but I am going to take like 2 nuggets and put them into the belt pouch I have on my hip.
Okay.
Like
it's safer that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't
Yeah.
I can't carry that much, so we all have to split the loot, and we all should have an even quantity in the end. So
because we're just going to cave this entrance in here.
Yeah, so that'll be an extra 2, I'm going to say. So there's 18 that has gone out, and you've got your extra 2 hidden. You're not planning on hiding it from the party, are you? Or are you?
I imagine like I start throwing each bit through the opening, and they like bump off of Brace's back, and he's not really too aware of me or something. And then once we get out there, we start divvying it up, and I take 2 and put them in my pouch.
Got you.
Not hiding it, but it's clear that I'm taking those.
Yeah. Okay then, and just roll your athletics check to get back out. Yeah, and you managed to slither out. Now, remember, there is Percy that would like a piece of red mushroom. You remember
Well,
that
now that
bit?
we did want to harvest these, I'm sure. I think we paused and wanted to go crawl in first because we didn't want spores to be littering that area.
Yeah.
While one of us is slow to move metal. Braceive, perhaps now you can use your mighty axe to chop down some of these stalks, and we can see what happens.
I've
been chopping down stalks all my life. All right.
Just wait for it, Brace. Let me.
Everybody's moving away from.
Let me help you.
Oh, are we getting it? Are we getting this?
We're gonna get a bless. Just give that extra 5% on there, I think. Okay.
As well, I'm going. Brace is going to put some cloth over his face and nose, or his mouth and nose.
Oh, right.
Just kind of some sort of protection against the spores.
What's wrong with your rolls tonight are absolutely fantastic. If the first one that Captain gets is a crit as well, that it's down to you, Captain. Now your first roll of the night when it happens.
What am I rolling?
Well, no, when you roll it, you have to have a crit because
don't forget to put a 5 in your augment.
Yeah, so roll your brawn for me.
Ooh. Very nice. Let's do it. Let's see.
You need a quick crit, otherwise you've let the side down.
That means no magic points, doesn't it?
Oh.
Womp.
Womp womp.
So you actually hack at this this stalk. Yes, it does. It does. Yeah. So you won't have lost any magic points.
If you take your time and just like really look at it and see which piece you're going to get, Braceif, then.
Yeah, so
maybe it'll be easier for you.
What he actually does is that he swings at the first bit, and then it sort of like hits in and doesn't actually go, it's sort of like his axe gets lodged in the stalk, and then he suddenly thinks, all right, I need to take a little bit more time with this, and starts to think, you know, maybe using a part of his brain that he hasn't used before. You do notice, Brasive, that it's probably a good idea to have covered your mouth and nose, because as you hack away, red spores, like a red mist, start to sort of like emanate from the mushrooms. There's no breeze down here or flow of air, so they just sort of like linger. And after a few chops, you manage to unattach a piece of the red mushroom. It's not actually giving out spores anymore, this one, so it's safe to carry and move around. Now, I am going to say at this point, what do you wish to do? Is there anything else you wish to do on this level?
I wonder if I can also, like, I'm a strong guy, so hopefully I can pull it off. I was wondering if I can drag the ogre's club with us.
Yeah. So roll your brawn, therefore, because this is a very large weapon that he's using.
Yeah.
Not that it's going to stop you, but we have to climb up that ladder at one point.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you stow your axe away, and you start to drag this big brute of a club behind you, almost like Jack the Giant Slayer, you know, as if you just come down from a beanstalk. Yeah, so yeah, you're sort of like, you'll need both hands to pull it along after you, with you. But yeah, as Belle did point out, there needs to be a bit of climbing going on. Okay, anybody?
I'll throw it up.
Say again, sorry.
I'll just throw it up. You know, I'm a big strong guy, right? I'll just there'd be no problems throwing it up, obviously.
That
Gravity,
might be more
I
probable.
understand it.
Do you wish to do anything else on this level?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't think that we did a full walkthrough over that bridge down there.
Yeah.
And Belle is quite curious. She wants to do a lap around and see if there's anything else.
Okay, so I've moved you all across the bridge, so you can see that there's actually a dead end and two dead ends. I don't know if you can, sorry, Brasives inside the wall. So there's a dead end, and then this one comes into like a cavern that turns back on itself, and you do find some, just to let you know, I thought long and hard about magical weapons, magical items, because as you know, I'm not a great believer in them, but they are part of classic fantasy, so I have put some in. And don't worry about constantly saying, and we'll check them for magical items or anything like that. I'm just going to, I assume that you check as you go through. So in this room, there are 2 rings, a shield, and a weapon of your choice. So I refuse to say, oh, there's a +5 flail or something like that. I mean, Brasive would be able to use it, but I'm going to say that there's a +1 weapon. So you can decide who has it and what weapon it is. There's a +1 shield. There's a ring of spell. It's a ring of the spell detect magic, and there's a ring of protection as well, +1. So everything's +1 in the actual bonus area. So I'm going to pop them into chat so you've got them like that. Okay, so if Brasive wants the axe, then it will be a +1 axe.
That sounds really cool to me, guys. I don't know.
Let me make a suggestion here, just based fully on pragmatism here. I think that Brasive should get the +1 axe. Ida, you do use a shield, correct? Shield and Mace. I think you should have the shield. And I'm going to be selfish here and say, since I have the worst armor, even the mage had better armor than me. I think that I should get the Ring of Protection since I can't use a shield, and everybody's going to laugh if we pick a +1 sling.
I also think you should have the Ring of Detect Magic.
Because I'm small and I can get in places that'll work with my stealth a little bit better. I think.
Okay.
And so that would be giving me 2 magic items, but I think that's the best distribution here.
Okay, then.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
Okay, so just so you know, a +1 weapon. Okay, so
yeah, I was wondering what that meant.
yeah, so you do +1 damage on everything. It possesses +10 armor points on the actual weapon, so it's harder to destroy, and it also has +4 hit points on it. So a +1 weapon really increases your damage, so to speak. The Ring of Protection, it's a +1 Ring of Protection, provides +1 point of armor while worn. In addition, adds 5% bonus to resistance rolls. If worn with magical armor, only the bonus provided by the armor applies. The bonus provided by the resistance rolls is not adversely affected. May be worn with non-magical armor without penalty, but multiple rings of protection do not stack. Okay.
I do have a question there.
Yeah.
So you said +1 armor. That would be to my arm, right? Not my full body.
But
all locations.
All locations, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, all locations.
Yeah.
Okay. And all right.
And then
yeah,
plus 5% to resistance rolls. So like anything to do with poison or disease or anything like that. The +1 shield actually gives you hang on, let me just make sure that I'm reading the right one off. Gives you +1% to your combat skill when parrying.
Ooh,
okay.
So +1 to my parry.
So if you're parrying, your combat skill will go up by 1 point. It also possesses +1 armor points and +2 hit points for the shield, for your heater shield.
Very
Wonderful.
nice.
Okay, and the other thing that you had is the Ring of Detect Magic. This ring allows the caster to cast a single spell of rank 1, so it is actually detect magic. There are limited in the type of spell, okay, so forth and so on. So I've limited to detect magic. Apart from that, it doesn't have any limits, i.e. the number before it'll run out or anything like that. The spell being cast automatically when the ring is put on and lasted until removed. Okay, so it's probably something that you keep somewhere near and then pop it on to check for detect magic. The only thing I think I'm going to say that is that if you have it on all the time, especially if you're in a magical area, it might be slightly distracting for you. That might influence the roll. So you put it on. Sure as you put it on, you can detect magic, and then it continues to detect magic until you pull it off.
Okay. Yeah, I would probably keep it in a nearby secure location, like on a piece of string around my neck or something.
Yeah.
Or in a pocket so that I can easily check.
I lied about the shield, by the way, at Medivac. It's not a +1. It's not a +1 shield. It's a +5 shield. So it gives +5% to the combat skill, 5 armor points, and 2 hit points to the shield. So
it's just armor points for the shield, not to anywhere else.
Yes.
Yep.
So yeah, the armor points of your shield.
Yep.
Yeah. And so when you're parrying, you now have +5%. Brasive, did you ever use your automatic parrying? Because don't you get 1 free parry?
Yeah, yeah, I'm looking at right now. I get a bonus parry.
Yeah, that doesn't
I
take
don't
an
remember. I
action.
really don't remember it. Yeah, I really don't remember if I did.
Yeah, because it doesn't take action points or anything, doesn't it? It's
No.
just
Which is why I'm not going with regular battle axe. I'm going with a full bad boy axe. I'm going with a great axe.
oh, nice, nice.
So that bad boy's gonna hurt.
It certainly is. That's
Yeah.
going to do yids of damage, lots of damage. I think.
Yeah.
Okay then. So apart from that, there seems to be a number of bones in this chamber as well. It seems to be mainly goblin bones, but there are some human-sized bones in this cavern as well.
Well, how kind. I'm glad that the ogre was very diverse in his food consumption.
Gotta
Yeah.
get all your nutrients.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm glad he
There's
didn't,
miles more
neglect
goblin,
others based
miles
off
more
prejudice.
goblin than anything else.
Yeah. Well, they might be more delectable. Who's to say?
Okay then. So now you can leave the mine, can't you? Unless there's
Yeah,
anything.
When
we're satisfied.
Bracev sees the battle axe, he just immediately drops the club and just runs to the battle axe.
Mine,
Like, ooh,
mine.
get her. Very nice. Yeah.
Excellent. So obviously you need to do some traversing to get back up to the first level. But I think you can probably work on that and find the way to get up. So I'm going to jump you back to the entrance of the mine. If you remember, so I'm going to move you across to this part. Can you see the snowy outside? Okay. Now at this point, before you head back to the town, you're going to use your experience points, your experience rolls. Okay, so we need to do that before we get back to the town, and you'll find out why in a second. So you've actually got 10 experience rolls each. Please remember that in order to go up to the next rank, you need to have a certain number of skills at your chosen from your class to a chosen level or higher. And I'm just trying to find that out unless anybody knows exactly what it was.
We need 5 at 70%.
5 at 70% to go up to the next rank. Okay. The other thing that I just want to remind you about is that if you go to your class skills in the rule book, each class has some abilities that they can buy. So, for example, with the cleric, I don't know if you've got any of these either, but you can get powerful concentration for 1 experience roll as long as your devotion is at 50% or higher.
Mhm.
Okay, so there's some rank items that you can buy. Okay, and that would cost you 1 experience roll in order to get it. So
What page is it on? Sorry.
it's on page 26.
Wonderful, thank you.
I think that's your cleric ones because everybody's is different. So as well as going up levels with your skills, you can also get a little bit more powerful. For example, you can have Holy Smite. If your devotion and willpower are 50 or more, you can increase their damage modifier by 1 grade against undead demons and devils. Usable
Yep.
once per day. So you've got things like that. Everybody's got the rule book, haven't you? Yeah, I think you'll have. Yeah. So you can have a look at those, or you can just improve your skills. So the improvement is exactly the same as it is in Mithras. So you're rolling a D100, you're adding on your intelligence, and you need to get your skill level or higher, and then it'll go up by 1d4 plus 1 each time. So, Mr. Pickles, let's come to you, because I'm sure
Yes.
you'll be totally ready to move up. Will you be buying any ranked abilities in the Thieves?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I'd like to note, you can only buy a single ranked ability per like roll time. So
Yeah.
in my opinion, you may as well just throw a point over there. Anyways, I'd like to take Artful Dodger, requiring evade at 50% or higher. I'm at a 56 right now.
Nice.
It allows you, as long as you're unburdened and wearing no more restrictive armor than light armor, you can use the evade skill to dodge a melee attack without falling prone. And against a ranged
Nice.
attack, you only end up prone if you fail the roll. So I can start actually dodging things and not falling over.
That sounds really nice. I like that. Yes. So that would be one of your experience rolls gone. So you'll have 9 more left. So what are you?
Well, that brings up another question, because I have an experience modifier for the first time.
Right. Okay.
Does that apply here?
Is it a +1?
+1.
Yeah. So you will actually gain 11, because you only get your well, no, actually you won't. You would only get the modifier when you're in a place that people can recognize that you've been a hero, basically. So if you went back to the town, that I will let you use it in the future. But if you went back to the town, you would have got, instead of 2 for that, you would have got 3. Because you've come back a hero, because it's basically off your charisma, isn't it?
Yeah, charisma and power, I believe, or charisma and intelligence.
So I have formally logged that to make sure we finish in towns in future. So still go with. So I'll give you your +1. So instead of 9, now you've got 10.
Okay, yeah. In that case, that's cool. As I said, I've never had the experience modifier before, and I've seen how terrible it can be when you have the negative.
Exactly. So it's good. Yeah, go for it.
All right. Well, I'm going to put my first 4 points into evade. Let's see if the improve button works. I'm at a 56.
And +4%. You're now at a 60.
So that's 1 out of 4. Here is 2.
That's a +1.
3.
+2.
And my final evade.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
brings me up to
nice.
68. That's getting pretty close to that 70. And that is a class skill.
It is. Yeah, that's nice. That's interesting. It didn't add on.
It wasn't showing it. I was increasing it, but
yeah, it does the first 3, doesn't it? But it hasn't shown the last one. So what is it now? Is it at
68?
68. Nice. Okay.
So the last one, it just didn't believe you.
Yeah.
It thought you're cheating.
No. Yeah. Okay. So that's 4 down.
The next 3 are going into my combat style, which is a 51, embarrassingly.
Okay.
So
loser.
Thank you for laughing.
That goes up.
Okay, let's click out. So that brings up to
69.
55.
Dude.
Another success.
This is helping me quite a bit. Click off. I think it's because I didn't click off the skill before and the other didn't.
Oh, right.
Last one.
No.
Great. Up to a 59 though. That's nice.
59. Yeah.
Okay, and then my last thing I want to improve is my lock picking.
Right.
That is at a 61, and so I'm spending my last 3 points on that. 4, 3, 3. So here is 1.
Goes up.
To this, click off. 2.
That goes up as well.
And a 2.
That goes up as it's quite nice having lower skills, because you're more chance of going up. So you've got the Artful Dodger trait, or the ability, plus you're getting a lot more better with your combat weapon and lock picking and evade. And Medivac, we're going to come to you. Will you be taking any rank abilities?
Not at the moment.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
because the one I want, I need 60. So to get
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So we'll do. We're going to start with 2 endurance.
2 endurances.
No, if I push this plus button, isn't it? No.
It's the improve button.
Which?
If you
You have to click the little
Cog.
gear and then you can see it.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Ooh.
That goes up by 2.
And again.
Goes up by another 2.
Fantastic. So then we're going to go self-defense, which is my combat.
Oh, nice.
So I want to improve that by 2.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yay! 6 more to do.
So channel is my next one.
Okay, so that's your spell casting.
That's my spell casting.
Yeah,
It's always good to have that.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on a roll.
Wow. Obviously, I've got to add it manually, haven't I? Sorry, I'll have to make a note of these.
It's all right. It's up to 63 at the moment.
That's fine. Devotion is next,
Okay.
which is 2 in that.
Ooh.
Oh, boo! Yay!
Yeah.
Then 1 in first aid.
Yeah, because that would be useful. Yes.
And then 1 in evade,
Nice.
which rhymes with first aid.
And
Fantastic.
and for that rhyme, you can get plus. Wow, your evade's low, isn't
Oh no!
it? Are you going to go for greater turning, by the way?
No, I might do, but I don't know. It's once a day, and that's it. It's just
Yeah. I mean, you can still turn. You can only re-roll it once a day, so that's brilliant. Okay.
So you got to really choose when you're going to use it.
Exactly. Brasive, you've got 10 lovely points. How are you taking a ranked ability?
Not of my current standing, but when I eventually get to if I rank up, then maybe next time I will definitely do that.
Nice.
Cleave is a big one, or is it sweeping strikes? I think it's called. Yeah, sweeping strikes, which means allows me to attack 2 people at once, which is fantastic.
Oh, that's rank 2, isn't it?
Yeah, it's rank 2. So I need to get to rank 2 first.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
That's where I'm definitely going for in life. Okay, going for the combat style skill first.
Okay.
I have 2 combat skills. One of them's 5% higher than the other one. I just use that as the expression of my using my preferred weapon.
Okay then.
But
nice.
I'm going to improve my regular one, and then I'll upgrade it as I go along. Boo!
Oh, boo!
That's 1.
Oh no!
2. I'm getting there.
Oh, what
3.
bad rolls!
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you taking all the good rolls.
You're welcome.
Oh, hurrah!
There we go.
So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still need to do it.
Oh, that's
all right.
That's a nice one.
It's a nice one. So what's that in improving? Because I just want to get at least 70 on it. So 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You're at 69. What do you need it at? 70.
70. Yeah, I was trying to think. Is it worth? Yeah, I just do one more.
Yeah, one more. It's bound to go 70 no matter what. Yep.
Yeah.
Goes exactly to 70. So you got
Perfect.
4 more rolls left, I think.
All right. So the other one, I'm going to work on evade.
Nice.
Or no, not evade, endurance. I'm going to work on endurance next. Endurance is currently at 61, so I'm going to try to push that to 70 as well.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, 66 straight away. Nice. Yeah.
And then gonna do one more with that one.
Oh, 67.
67. All right, so I'll just keep it there for now.
Yep. Then
And then
2 more.
what's 2 more?
Pink.
I'll do that with my unarmed.
Okay.
Get that one going as well.
Oh, yes.
So
63. Yeah.
Then one more. 64.
Oh, you've had the worst improvement rolls, Bracey.
Yeah, that's I hate this. It sucked. But
And
it's
that's
fine.
Because
I'll cry off camera.
It's so hard to improve.
Yes. How can you improve on perfection?
Exactly.
That's what we're saying, aren't we? So, okay then. So everybody sort of like leveled up, and you're heading back for your boasting. I've heard Mr. Pickles is really looking forward to going back to the town to do some boasting. I believe, is that correct?
Yep. We're gonna show those random locals that we kick butt. We did their challenge. We brought back even more, and we're not going to die from a curse.
Okay then.
I shout into the snowy wind.
So you're sort of like heading back through the snow, and I just made up your marching order there, but if you wish to change it, you can do, or it's absolutely fine like that. It's up to you.
I want Brasive downwind with his spory mushrooms.
Yeah, so Brasive is leading, then Ida, then Bell, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Brasive, can you make for me a perception check?
My best. Can't promise I'll do anything productive with it.
You're looking at it or not? You would have to re-roll it.
Yeah, I'll re-roll it.
Okay. You've actually still got the augmentation on those rolls as well.
Even better. Right.
Okay then. Ida, can you make a perception check? But you would be hard. But I think your perception checks allow you to do 1 grade easier. Is that correct?
Unmute. I think so. There was something, wasn't there?
Yeah. Lisa says hello, by the way.
Hi, Lise.
I'm sure you get things 1 level.
There was something with skills, passions, blah, blah, blah.
It's being an elf. I think it's something to do with keen. Hang on, I'll find it. Sharp vision. All perception roll to spot one grade easier. So it would have been hard, but you take it back to a standard. So as Brasive is drudging through the snow, and despite him making a lot of noise, your keen elven senses picks up coming towards you, almost like a grumbling. It sounds a bit like, I don't know what's about, like that. And you're actually moving down a track, and if you remember, the snow is piled up on either side, and you can hear this grumbling.
As soon as I hear it, I'll whisper to Brasive, Brasive, there's something coming ahead.
Where?
Ahead, and I'll point. Listen, can't you hear it?
Hold on. And Brasive digs into his ears. Just
removes a bit of wax.
yeah.
And
hopefully Brasive hears it now.
Yeah, well, you hear it, and Brasive, you actually see somebody as well coming round, walking towards you. It's obviously you've seen these people before, coming towards you. is a dwarf. He's actually clad out in robes. He doesn't appear to be wearing any armor at all. He seems to be grumbling a lot and walking towards you, and he seems to have on his chest, he seems to be there's like a chest harness that he's got on, and there's like 4 daggers in his chest armor on this like harness, and he also seems to have a light crossbow on his belt, and he seems to be wearing no armor. And the first thing you notice, Bracef, he seems to be wearing a woolly scarf, you know, round his neck, and he seems to be this sort of like woolly scarf around his neck, and he's got his boots on, and he's got his robe, and his robe's wet at the bottom, and he's grumbling to himself, and he's sort of like heads down, and like that. And you sort of like stop Bracef. He doesn't appear to have seen you or anything like that. He's just walking towards you at the moment. What would you like to do?
Oi, what you doing out here?
And as soon as he sort of like looks up and looks around, and he sort of like looks up at you, and he sort of like goes, "Ah, you are you a half orc?"
Are you a little man?
Well, we prefer to be called dwarves.
Sorry, I'm not really politically correct.
Do you have your girlfriend with you just behind you there? And he makes a feeble attempt to wink at you. He can see Ida behind you. He can't see Belle, because Belle's tiny. Is that your girlfriend?
Which one are you talking about? Talking about the rabbit or the pretty girl?
There ain't no rabbits here. It looks like some kind of elven lady, if you ask me.
Right.
I don't think he's noticing my big
no.
tower shield and my mace.
Yeah. Looks like she's a rough one, he says to you, Bracef.
Oh, you're kind of rough to talk to. What are you doing out here?
Oh, well, he says it's not been my luck at all, I tell you. It's not been my luck at all. There I was, just planning to, you know, stay at the local tavern in the town back there, and it got attacked.
What?
Yeah.
By what?
Attacked by some kind of like skeletons or something like that. Well, you know, nobody is paying me to stay around, so I just thought, I'm out of here. And so I was, what's along this road?
Nothing.
Oh,
Us?
he goes, he says, I was hoping for another town.
There's a mine up there. There's lots of little goblins. They might look like you a bit, like more green.
Have you left me some goblins alive?
No.
Oh. He says, stop getting my hopes up.
Wait, so you're saying that up there, everyone's being pelted with bones?
Well, there was an attack, and I mean, I'm sorry to say I'm not the bravest of sorts, so I just sort of like legged it as fast as my little legs could carry me, to be honest with you.
Quite, little man. I must go save the town. Bracef starts running down.
We're going back there. He sort of like looks at you as you walk past. Roll an athletics roll for me, Bracef.
Uh-oh. Ooh,
Yeah, and you sort of like power your way through him, and he sort of like gets knocked over to one side, and you're sort of like the rest of you see Bracey, he's off, and the dwarf looks at you, Ida, and he sort of like spits on his hand and wipes a bit of his hair out of his eyes, and sort of like says, "Hello, young lady, how you doing?"
I'm just going to take one look at him, look over his shoulder to Bell, and wave
This
round
one-
forward, and then say to him, "Not even the smallest chance in hell."
Okay, and you sort of like go past him, and Bell, you're up next, and he's looking over over his shoulders. Ida elegantly bypasses him, and he sort of
like a Larry Elmore elf.
yes, dancing on your tippy toes, and he sort of like sees you there, Bell, and he says, your friends are not that friendly, aren't they?
Well, you got to get to know them first. They're lovely sorts just after killing goblins and slaying an ogre. They're a little bit sore.
And he sort of like thrusts his hand out. It seems to be, it doesn't have a glove on or anything, but the backs of his hands and his fingers are quite hairy. And he sort of like puts his hand out to you and says, "Rough and stout here."
I like to imagine Belle has a very good relationship generally with dwarves because she does a sort of a bad relationship with the aristocratic gnomes that she came from. So she'll happily grab his hand and say, "Belinda O'Fregiach."
Nice to meet you. He says, are those tough, those?
Oh yeah, that abrasive. You don't want to get on his bad side. I've seen him punch a door in half one time.
Wow.
Just because it was he thought it was locked and it wasn't. It was stuck. And
No, he was trying to pull it or push it, but it was a pull door, so he just smacked it and broke it in half. But that's fine.
Those were 3 other instances.
Yeah.
He's got a thing against doors.
He just doesn't like to follow instructions.
He sort of like looks at your Bell and sort of like says, "Do you mind if we join you?"
By all means.
The answer is yes.
Oh,
I'm not going to turn away a fellow traveler.
Yeah.
Come, tell us stories while we walk. We have a bit of a journey, and I'd like to hear more.
Okay. So you head on your way back to the town, and as you remember, you have to have an overnight stay. So somebody, I think, has the survival skill. Do they not? Or do
I'm one of the people with survival skill.
Yeah.
I have none.
So do you want to roll your survival skill?
Yeah.
And let's see how good the place is.
We need to buy Brace of some luck. This has not been your session.
It certainly has.
I will have to reverse that roll.
Nice.
So we survive.
Yeah. So
night.
you find a nice sheltered spot, and you quickly create a fire. And Rough and Stout sort of like hunkers down with you, and to exchange stories about where he's come from, etc. If you want to do that. But before anyone does that, I would like you all to make a perception check. Ida, yours will be easy. The rest of you, unless you have Elven, will be just standard.
We are all tired.
I'm gonna jump on this, and I'll throw one of my points away to reroll my perception.
Yeah, go for it.
It doesn't help.
Do you want to know? I had this idea, by the way, of using a new type of luck. Using luck to nudge the roll. So if your roll is 1 or 2%, close to your actual skill, if that makes sense. So say, for
That's a
example,
good idea.
yeah,
Mm.
you can use a point at luck and it just nudges it to whatever would be a success. So if your skill was
Oh.
66 and you rolled a 67, you can nudge it.
Or maybe use that point to add a D4 to the roll, or take away a D4 from the roll.
Yeah, I just thought
Hmm.
I've learned so much being a player, by the way. And seeing the game from your point of view, it is really, really interesting. Anyway, so you don't notice anything. Do you wish to engage Rough and Stoat in conversation or not?
I made it.
Absolutely.
Oh, did you make it? I didn't.
Yeah, yeah.
So I missed that.
It's because it's an easy rather than that.
Oh, of course, yes. Okay, so Ida, you do see something. Okay, the others don't see this, but you notice that his scarf moves, and all of a sudden, as you sort of like catch it in your peripheral vision, and you look across, and Rough and Stoat is sort of like talking away, and from his little scarf, you see this little face, a bit like a weasel face, pop up, looks around for a while, and then sort of like tucks itself back in.
Well, that explains when he said, "Would you mind if we join you?"
Yeah. And
Hmm.
maybe
Yeah, I thought he was talking about his beard for some reason. I was like,
And
I
maybe-
could call this out, but
and maybe his name as well. Because
the Stoat.
he introduced himself as Rough and Stoat.
He's rough,
Did.
and it's Stoat.
And he
Yeah.
has, it looks like
Stoat.
a weasel, but it's actually a stoat that he has that lives round his neck, as some kind of a
Not very hygienic.
well,
Mm.
it just keeps him warm. But yeah, so that's why he called Rough and
Does
Stoat.
it climb off to poop?
It does, but not at the present moment in time. So Ida, you've just seen the head poke out. Yeah, what would you like to do?
Rough. That's a very interesting animal around your neck.
He sort of like looks at you and says, "Yeah, this is Stoat."
Mm. I gathered that from.
He says, I did introduce us both."
I know. It's just that Stoat didn't seem to move very much the first time we met her. It's
Him, definitely a him. Yeah, well, I actually have a very. It's actually he's part of my party, if that makes sense. He has a really specific role to play.
And what role
Like
is that?
me.
If you remind me? Very much like Bell.
I'm the Stoat of our group.
Rough and Stoat says, "Well, you don't look like a Stoat. Are you also like hairy underneath those clothes?"
No,
Oh, you're not a
no,
Stoat.
I'm a
then.
gnome.
You're not a Stoat at all.
No.
Yeah.
I serve a particular role.
He sort of like looks at you all and says, "You've probably heard about me, haven't you?"
We may have, but
No, a little.
refresh our memories.
He says, "Well, he says, I am the arcane mage, Rough and Stoat." Then
What's a mage?
There's silence for a while, and he goes, "I cast spells. Good one."
I'm gonna slip on my ring and take a gander at him.
Yeah,
What's new spellcaster?
he doesn't have any magic on him. He doesn't have any magical items, but he certainly looks like a mage. I mean, he sort of like says,
Okay.
do you want me to cast something?" He said,
well,
let me do a trick. Let me do a trick. He says, "I'm really good at this trick. I'm really, really good." And
Does this mean you have cards?
yeah, I don't like certain magic. It's kind of illusions offend me.
No. It's not an illusion. It's a trick that Stoat and I do. You'll love it. You'll love it. And he sort of Stoat sort of goes with a little yawn as if he knows what's going to happen. and he brings Stoat out. He says, "You stay there, Stoat. Yeah, stay there." And he goes behind the rock, and he says, "Okay, okay." He says, "Stoat, are you ready?" And the Stoat just sort of like sits there, and he casts some kind of spell before he goes round the to the other side of the rock. And he sort of like says, right. He says, "Okay then." He says, little one, hold up some fingers." How many fingers do you want to hold up, Belle?
Oh, he's talking to this party's Stoat. Okay.
The little one.
I'll hold.
The little one. Yeah, that's you.
I'll kind of try and angle it so only my party members can see, and maybe like glance at the Stoat and try and hide it from him as well. 4.
And yeah, you hear. He says, Ruff says, "You need to show it to the Stoat as well. Show it to the Stoat."
I'm gonna look paranoid over my hand at the Stoat and then reveal it.
And then he goes, 4. He says, big green man. Hold up an item.
He's gonna hold up his boot.
And Ruff immediately goes, you notice Stoat looks at it, he says, a boot. Okay, sexy elven lady. Hold anything up you want.
Brace is gonna like hand her the boot just in case.
I'm going to pick up the Stoat.
And he goes, "Oh," he says, "just bring me closer. Bring me a little bit closer."
No.
That's a spell I'd expect from gnome aristocrats.
God.
Yeah.
A bar.
And
I can put my hands over the Stoat's eyes.
And he all of a sudden he comes sort of like back around and he says, "Look, if you're not going to play the game, it's a bit of a waste of a trick, isn't it?" And just as you got your hand over the Stoat's face, you just feel as a little tongue licks your licks your hand.
Yeah, I'll give it a little ruffle on the head and then drop it to the floor.
Yeah, and it's a Stoat.
No, I'm not placing it, I'm dropping it.
Yeah. And he sort of like goes, the Stoat goes poof, into the snow. And he says, "You obviously don't like Stoats. Stoat." And he clicks his finger, and the Stoat comes up and climbs up his leg and reattaches himself round Ruff's neck. He says, "So yes."
There's a lot of snow clinging to his fur.
Yeah, he sort of like shakes it off. He says, "Dwarves are tough." He says, "Yeah, so I can actually see with my spell through Stoat's eyes. How clever is that?"
Well, honestly, I'm a little relieved because I thought that you were gonna make us lick your Stoat, but I'm glad it licked us instead.
No, you don't. You don't need to lick my Stoat at all. It doesn't like being licked. It likes licking other people, though. And he smiles.
This is surprising a bit here.
He smiles at you, Ida. Is either just muted or disgusted?
Sorry, I was muted. I was going to say, I'm just going to shake my head. And that's it.
And Ruff turns to you, Belle. He says, "Well, looks like it's me and you, dear. Sorry, it looks like it's me and you, doll."
Ooh.
Well, that would piss off my family. Marrying a dwarf, settling down, having 17 kids.
Only 17. I'm sure we can push it to a round number.
No,
like 50.
17 is my limit.
No stamina. I tell you what. He knows your name, Belle, doesn't he? Yeah. He says, I tell you what, Belle. Dwarven women have what? Their stamina is unbelievable.
I was never. My endurance is a 26.
Yeah. Do you want to question him? Does anybody else want to question him about anything?
was going to question his name and ask if he was a brewer, but that seems now that we know his name.
He says,
I'd like to know about the attack. Any more information on the attack?
"Oh," he says, I was just stood there, and all of a sudden, skeletons everywhere, coming out from all corners. They had weapons that they were waving around. They were screaming. They were shouting. There were poor women going, ah, like that off to one side. There were slashes of swords. Oh, he says, I think you probably need reinforcements before we go back there. It doesn't look like, I mean, 3 of you, really? Well, 4 of you, 3 of you and me.
You
I
haven't
was able
seen.
to take on an entire army by myself with nothing but my eyes, blindfolded, and all my fingers broken.
Wow.
I was able to slap all of them with my palm
You're-
until they all crumbled to dust.
You're a right tough one, aren't you?
Yeah, you could say that.
Wow.
Have you seen the 2 axes he has now? Not only does he
Let's
have
see.
1 axe, he has 2, and one of them's
Them-
gigantic.
They're both huge, but one's a little more girthier than the other.
Well, he says,
That's abrasive, full of girth.
remember, it's
Yeah.
more about how you use your axes rather than how big they are.
I've learned that as long as you smack them hard enough, no matter what end you hit them with.
If this is
It
turning
hurts.
into a rude conversation, then please stop it, because I will not know where it's going. So
I know what you're talking about.
so he says,
That's-
there seems to be a lot of discussion about girth, and I just feel that
Yep.
there's an underlying tone that I'm not getting at this present moment. But Brasive has mentioned it several times about girth, so I'm just going to pretend to know.
Can I point over
Yeah, he's
to
just
Ida?
talking about the size and making sure everyone understands it's a very large axe.
Fantastic.
I want to point over to Ida, and like she has armor on, and I'll say she is a lady of the faith. She can bring down the holy destruction on all of our enemies, especially those who shouldn't exist, like goblins. But we are not an inexperienced party. We are 2 awesome people and a stout, and
Ruff
we
goes,
had a bigger party, but
down with the goblins. Hate them.
yeah,
Hate the goblins.
The goblins now are all dead. We killed them.
Oh, good on you. I hope you ground their bones with your heel of your boot. And
Brasive did. He caved their skulls
did.
in, and
I
then
did.
I think he caved one of their skulls in with the skull of another one. It was too bloody. It's hard to see sometimes.
well,
I thought they would make a big like drum sound, but it turned out it was just gooey grossness.
oh, right. Well, he says, I'm up for some goblin killing any day.
Rah, rah, rah.
Goblin dead. Goblin's dead. He starts to chant.
That's fine. But just these skeletons.
Yeah, I don't like skeletons. Hey, hang on a minute. Did Bell say that you're some sort of divine worshipper? Can you go and blow them to bits? He
No,
leans over to you, Bell. He says, I saw that once. Dwarven
Yeah, he
cleric.
can totally do that. She can totally do that. If she
Yeah.
says she can't, she totally can.
it's all down to my lady, my goddess.
Yeah. But the dwarven cloak just whipped it out and went like that. And poof, there was bone dust everywhere.
Very cool.
That's dwarves for you. Very dramatic.
I think I've done it before too.
Very dramatic, but very good at their job. Anything else that you want to query about Rough and Stout while you're camping?
Yes. So what kind of occupation did you come from then? I want to maybe if I can use my language skill, thieves can't, to try and pick up if maybe he's a sort like me from the guild. I also have thieves guild oath, but
okay. So he doesn't understand your thieves can't if you use it at all.
okay. So I'd probably ask something like, "Are you down with the trade, or what was your previous occupation?"
Um, just just out of interest, you drop some gnomish words in now and again, and he does understand gnomish. He actually
Oh.
knows the gnome language. I don't know if whether or not Brasive or Ida does, but
Hey guys, gotta go to the Gobble Gibble. I'll be
Is it
back
like
in a triple trap.
Is it like a fantasy version of Yiddish or something? He's just like everyone's like,
Everybody, get your tuchus moving.
yeah, and Rufus says, "Yeah, get your tuckers moving."
I don't know what that means. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, and so he does know Goblin, if you're interested, but he does talk about that he's left he was trained by a dwarven magic user, a dwarven wizard of immense power, and part of the ritual to become a higher ranking wizard in dwarven society is that you have to go out and prove yourself as a mage. They do the same with clerics and fighters. So Ruffenstote is out to prove himself as a powerful mage.
And you ran away from the skeletons.
Well, I see it more that I was coming for help.
Oh, yeah, well, and you found help, so I
And we
guess in a
found,
sense,
yeah, you tough
yeah.
guys. So we can go. We can go ahead and sort them out now, can't you? And he whispers to you, Bell, let's send the big guy in first.
Yeah, that's always the plan.
Yeah, just send him out. Send him in.
You and I, we stay in the back.
Yeah. What about the cute elven lady? Where does she stay?
You can't stop her from moving. She's a whirlwind of destruction. You shouldn't offend her. She can break your skull open just as easy as Brasive can.
But then I can heal it.
And then
And
break
do
it
all over
again.
again.
Yeah.
You really don't want to mess with her.
No, he says, I'm beginning to see that. She's quite a tough broad, isn't she?
Yes, but she's very, very helpful. Brasive once thought that I was a ball and threw me out a window. This second story building, but I'm small, so it felt like a third story. And
That's a long drop.
yeah, I had to help me out there.
Oh, can she sort of like do healing stuff?
It was something needs to be done because his leg was facing the wrong way.
Yeah,
This
I was trying to
located
get the trick
me.
shot, to be fair.
Yeah.
that was a terrible day.
Well, it's lucky that we've got her on our side, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
She,
How is your leg doing, Ida?
Oh, mine's getting there. It's all right now.
Oh,
It says just checking, making sure. How did I improve it?
because the ogre
Oh,
that
I was
we
-2, wasn't I? Oh my god!
oh
you.
no.
So before we do go to bed tonight, I'm going to be casting a heal on myself.
you did heal yourself in the last.
Did I?
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Hang on.
I thought you did as well. I was going to point out that you had your leg nearly torn off, and look at it now.
It's yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's no longer -2.
Yes. No, that's your self-defense. I am
Because what I did do was I used was it a luck point to change it from a serious to a standard.
a major to a serious.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Was that somebody got a message? Heard a phone go. I am the roll isn't actually up, but
No, I don't think I did. But
yeah. So yeah, you've
been limping this whole time.
Yeah,
dragging my leg through the snow. No, I'll give myself a
cure light wounds.
Yeah.
Just so you know, you are now into the second adventure, and the first adventure was called Dig. What it was called. The first adventure was Dig Too Deep. You're now into the second adventure, which is called Candlewick Supper.
Oh.
Have we got what? How much does it heal, Ida?
3 area. Sorry, let me look at my sheet while scrolling down there.
Wait a minute.
Kill
So
my wounds. Sorry.
we talked with a creepy guy who wanted strange mushrooms before we left and said his mistress would be showing up shortly. He was creepy and wearing like a black sack instead of normal clothes or robes, I think, but he's a frail old man. What's the chances that his mistress is some kind of dread necromancer? Oh, no, that's right. She just wanted the mushrooms for infinite life. That's not something a necromancer would do.
No,
No,
they
they don't care about that.
they would.
I think we might be working for the bad guys.
Nice roll.
They just
Ida.
like.
So I'm now to -1 rather than -2 because on a serious wound, it adds 1 point of damage to the location. But otherwise operates in the same manner. Cause minor wounds will only inflict.
Yeah, because it gives
No,
you
it's
both.
a damage one as well. So yeah. So alternatively, if somebody's suffering a minor wound complaint, no, ignore that. I've read it here. It has a limited effect on serious and major wounds with only a single hit point being recovered.
Okay, then.
It's not stabilized. So it's stabilized.
So
Single.
let's assume therefore that as you arrive back at the town, it's going to be at 0 because you will have another day traveling, which means that when you wake up, you can redo your spells, can't you? And then cast it. So does it just do 1 point each time?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll
Wouldn't you want to use all your points then?
I might as well burn through them tonight and get them back in the morning.
Yeah. So so you can sort of like take it up to. You should be able to get up to maximum.
Once it hits 0, it's 1d4 + 1.
Oh yeah. So that's no problem. And then you can regain your magic points over the night.
Wonderful.
Okay then. I'm going to do you need a break, people? It's 5 to 9.
Working 5 to 9.
I
could use a 5-minute break, but I could just step away.
Yeah.
Let's do a 5-minute break.
5-minute break because I need to get some more coffee for my throat. So because I've been talking all day. Yeah. Ida.
Yeah, I'm going to go stretch my legs.
Yeah. Okay. So 5-minute break. We'll be back at just gone the hour. Yeah, just gone the hour. Okay then. We'll see you real soon. Stream. We'll be back soon. A mince pie, which I don't think you have over in America, don't you?
No. I remember when I learned that you didn't need meat and mincemeat pies.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't. And it's
such an American.
You're so funny.
Yeah.
Expect us to put meat when the word says meat in it, like
mince meat. Yeah, mince
like
pie.
Paco mince inside a pie.
They are lovely though. If you ever get the opportunity.
I've got 2 packs, and one's from one of my colleagues.
Well,
so
some of my students bought me a box for a Christmas present. So,
creeps.
I know.
Suck ups.
Yeah.
I think they have over in some parts of the United States they have 3-meat pizza, but instead of meat they just put in tofu and I assume pine cones or something.
That's not meat. No,
But
that's not meat. That's trade description. It's like when you get these vegetarian sausage rolls.
Oh, hate them.
You know.
I hate anything like that because I feel like saying if I wanted to eat a sausage roll, I don't mind things like cheese and onion rolls. That's like, but I don't like
when they're fake name things.
Yeah, and today's advent calendar had some creamy. What does it say?
Oat milk.
Yeah, it's oat milk chocolate, creamy and smooth. Yeah. So this is my advent calendar.
Fun.
And you have one in each one. And my favorite one is when it's salted caramel.
Oh, it's my fave.
Oh,
yeah.
Those are
That's-
nice.
Yeah, best ever.
Those
Whoever
are-
invented salted caramel should get a Nobel Prize.
yeah, they are really nice. Okay then. So you're heading back.
Because I know how they work. Sorry. Go on. No, go on. It's all right. Go on.
Have I missed something?
No, it's me Nobel Prizes.
Oh.
Because salted caramel makes peace around the world.
No. So, right, you are heading back to the town, and
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of a description for you. As you
Probably at a hurried pace. Yeah.
Mm.
It's because we're like, there's time
Okay.
constraints.
So as you get closer and closer, you see the town, the little village, before you, and this is what you see. So, dirty snow and areas of slush outline the main roads through the village. No one is outside. Cold wind searches around the buildings for someone or something to interact with. Windows are shuttered, doors closed, not even creaking in the wind. As you walk into the town, your boots on the snow interrupts the silence, making you slow down and linger in one spot before moving on. You recall the day you left when the village waved you off before returning to their work. This village now bears no resemblance to the one you left several days ago.
Well, this is ominous.
It certainly is. Where's the inn? Where was the inn?
The tavern.
The tavern.
Yeah,
Yes.
so the tavern is...
Bracef, you'll know.
It's that way. Maybe everyone's just sleeping.
It was across the street from the carpenter that we visited,
Ah, yes.
and we learned about his family and the generations of people who have lived here. Did you say that we saw bodies, or was that just my imagination?
That was just your imagination.
Okay, thank God.
Bracev's gonna have his great axe out, kind of ready for swinging. He's gonna walk and kind of lead the way.
I think we should all be equipped. I'm with my sling.
Okay.
Do you want to load it now, or do you want to wait?
Well, actually, very funny story. So I get only to the second load action generally. I imagine when I'm walking around, because like I've got the proper one out and I'm ready. Like I probably got it clinched in the sling.
Yeah.
But I imagine the last part is whirling it up to speed, and I'm not going to walk around whirling. That seems unreasonable, and I won't have it.
Okay. No.
So yeah, I'm at load 2.
Yay!
Ida.
I've got my shield and mace out.
Got you. So yeah, and Stoat has got his... Roughen Stoat has his light crossbow out, and it's already loaded, ready to go. He seems to be sort of like looking around, really worried. Ida, there is a chance that your keen elven sight can pick something up.
So have a look.
So roll your perception.
Indeed. What's that over there?
So what you notice as you go into the town, something moves in your peripheral vision. And as you look across, you notice that one of the villagers was sort of like looking out the door. But as soon as you sort of like turn around, they quickly shut it again.
Braceve whispers to the group, maybe they're all trying to do a surprise party.
I'd like to think so, but this is a little bit too creepy. That's
just how much they like us, because they're really trying to keep the surprise going.
Yeah. No. Let's press on to the inn as quick as we can.
Okay. I'm just turning off dynamic lighting in here because you don't it. Daytime. Okay, I'm going to take you. You arrive at the inn. The inn door is closed. The windows are barred. Their shutters are down. But could one of you please roll just a 1d100 for me? Just one person.
Not me.
I'm scared for this door if it's locked in front of Brasive.
I'll just opens the wrong way.
Yeah.
I think Medevac, you should roll.
No,
Yeah.
you roll. You roll. You're a lot better at this than me.
Okay.
No, you
D100.
do. D100.
I mean,
Yeah.
28.
Brilliant. I would never have got a 28.
I don't. Is that good? We don't know. That could be a very bad thing.
So would a 28 hit all your perceptions? Would it all be a success with your perception skills?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, it would be.
Okay,
Out of
so as you get to the doorway of the tavern, you can hear that there's a bit of a commotion inside. It looks as if, it sounds as if things like tables and chairs are being knocked over, or you can hear the odd pewter flagon sort of like hitting the floor. It doesn't seem to be a lot of range, but it does sound as if something is happening inside.
Knock on the door, Bryce. Knock on the door.
with your
Brasive.
hand, not your axe.
Yeah.
Brasive's gonna imagine knocking door means knocking down door. So he's just gonna do a brawn check to kind of smash through. Axe ready.
Are you
kick some booty.
shouldering it or kicking it with your foot? What's
I kick with my foot because that's manly and dramatic. Is it a brawn roll?
brawn? Yeah. Let's see how manly you are. Oh yeah.
Manly.
Kapow! In goes the door. And I'm going to move you across. Okay. So as you sort of like bash through the door, Brasive, you see the tavern before you. That it looks like it's fairly ransacked. I think you can. You can also see. I'm going to reveal them to you, so you'll see them as they appear. Can you see this one?
Yeah.
See, yeah.
So that one's there on the table. There's another one here. And there's another one there.
Maybe I have to restart my Roll20 because I haven't just seen a blue screen.
Can the rest of you see them?
I can see.
I can see
Oh,
his
you
skellies.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
let me-
might need to move yourself.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna.
It's a blue
get
background.
I'm zoomed all the way out. I don't see anything. I think.
I see dead people.
Mm.
Maybe
Blue
refresh your
background.
Roll20.
Yeah. Sorry, we're gonna refresh it today. Don't we all feel refreshed? Hooray!
Yeah.
Oh, and there we go. There we go. Yeah. Stupid Roll20.
So you
I
can.
mean, great Roll20 if they support us.
Yeah, no, they're still working on what their mission values would be. I'm not holding my breath.
No.
Okay. The Brasive, you bash open the door, and it looks like there's 3 skeletal figures in the room. They seem to be have short swords in their hands, and you can see their bony skulls peering out of the front. They seem to have their like a hood up on their cowl, and they look a bit like monks. But you can see their skull-like faces and their bony hands, and they just appear to be wantedly destroying the place. But obviously, also there's this bash. The doors fly open, and they look up at you. So let's roll. Let's go into some initiatives. Hang on, let me clear the. Let's do that first. Okay, then if you'd like to click on your tokens and.
And for okay, there we go.
Oh, that's my worst roll.
Oh, is that a bad roll? Hang on, I need to do.
Sorry, hang on. I need to reset. I'll need to reduce mine and do mine again because
Okay.
it had an augmentation in there. Which I
Nice.
wouldn't have thought it would have counted, but apparently it does. What's that? 1d10 plus 14.
Yeah, I don't think that
Oh no,
changed
no, it
anything.
didn't. Sorry, no,
No.
ignore that. I just rolled really well. Sorry. So
Yeah.
it's 22. Sorry.
Were you
Don't
thinking,
short
good
yourself.
grief, how did I get that high?
Yeah, I was. Yep.
Let's do. This is rough and stoked.
Money. Not bad.
And then I need to do the skeletons. Initiative. Ooh, that's a good roll for them. Belle, what's your initiative modifier?
17. So an 18 is literally my worst.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you'll go before them, no matter what. Remember the new movement rules, etc., etc. Oh, hang on a minute. Did I reset the distance on this map? No,
I
didn't.
no. Oh wow.
Oh yes, each one should be 10 feet, shouldn't it? I think. Is each grid 10? No, each one grid should be 5.
5 foot.
Yeah,
5.
thank
That's what I
you.
was thinking. But
Like, man, there's some large chairs.
Yeah, the big chairs. Don't make fun of my
10
chairs.
foot.
Don't make fun of my chairs.
They're meant for very large people.
Yeah, exactly. Extremely large people.
Yeah, very obese town this place is.
or they got tired of you breaking every chair.
Yeah. And so Idaho, you're up first.
Indeed. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is cast bless on us all.
Nice.
How selfless.
Oh, uses no magic points and comes straight in. Will it do rough and stoked as well?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what?
So it's a plus 5 in your augmentation.
Thank you.
For all ability checks and yeah, 5 bonuses to all skill and resistance rolls. In addition, weapons cause plus 1d3 damage.
Okay.
To
Nice.
intelligent undead as well as creatures from outer planes. Oh, that's good. So I can use that now as well.
Yeah. Okay then. So Ida, that's you done.
Yep.
Let's have a look how far away this 25 foot. That must be within my aim with my light crossbow. Yeah, easy peasy. Rough and Stoked just releases a crossbow bolt at the this skeleton down here. This is his combat style. Wish me luck. Yeah, no, he fails, so that's his action gone. And Bell.
I don't know if I was able to just start swinging my sling in time. So if not, I would be doing that now. With the intention of
your sling is ready to fire, just like my crossbow bolt was ready to fire.
Then,
so
in that case, I'd like to shoot Mr. Van over here with a little slingshot. My sneak attack does not apply. Just FYI. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I could turn that into a critical, couldn't I?
Yes.
A point of luck.
Oh god, yeah.
You
and then you wouldn't use a spell point.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm gonna do that.
Nice. Okay, then. So you'll have a 2 specials, because the only thing that he can do is evade. But I'm sort of like thinking they're quite surprised in this first round because Abrasive has just bashed the door down. So you got 2 crits, 2 specials, 1 or both can be crits. Then I need hit location and damage.
I guess max damage and
you can choose location because as a crit.
This is medium range for me, I
believe. Right, okay, then so you
yeah. Otherwise I would have.
Oh no, you can't. Sorry, no, that's fine.
Max damage and how about stun location?
Okay.
How about go through armor? What's it called?
Bypass armor?
Bypass armor. Yeah.
I believe that's
because you bypass armor max damage.
May as well. I think that's what I want to do there. So here is the location then. An 18. That's
that's my arm. Yeah.
Almost cool.
So you're bypassing armor, aren't you? Yeah.
Yes, bypass, and my max is an 8.
So he does actually have armor on that arm that you bypass, and your damage is what? Sorry,
8. An 8, and I don't believe I add any damage modifier to
that. Does the bless do anything?
Oh yeah, 1d3. What 1d3?
1d3.
Yep. Yeah.
Give it a 2 for a 10.
Okay. Yeah. So that
very cool.
Whacks into which one was it, by the way? Just ping it again.
The top one
this
over
one?
here.
Yeah. Okay. So that sort of like whacks into his arm significantly, and he sort of like you notice that he sort of like gets almost like knocked back or turned round with the sling bullet going into his arm. He needs to roll his endurance against your original attack roll, which was a 1. So he sort of like they sort of like whacks him straight into his shoulder in great speed, and he just sort of like staggers a bit. He's obviously, that left arm is out of use at the moment. And my turn. So this skeleton here will start to he can't actually quick move and get to you, so he's going to move to here, and he'll draw his weapon at that point. This one here is ducking down to have the cover of the table. And where's me of one gone?
Didn't you have 3 skeletons?
That's what I thought too. And
yeah,
I was looking for it too. Did it just crumble because it just saw me? As like,
wasn't it over here?
I'm done.
The shyest skeleton.
I thought it was here.
Yeah, that seems
okay.
correct.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, and you also notice that out of this doorway here,
Ooh.
hearing the yowl of the fallen skeleton that's now hiding, one comes out there, and you also notice as well that and you only sort of like see his head. It comes out of this door here, and he's got almost like partial cover behind the bar at the moment. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all my actions done. So Brasive, we're up to you.
This is when you kick in "Don't Stop Me Now" from Queen. And then
Because you're having
Grace is
such a
gonna-
good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the bar.
Do you have,
And then
do you have a pool cue? You could,
just it's a pool cue with a giant blade at the end of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for a charge and swing and attack this bad boy over here.
Okay.
With all of my effort.
Okay. So what's your movement?
Sorry. My movement's 20.
Is that your normal movement rate, or is that sprinting?
That's I think it's my normal movement rate is 20.
Yeah. Okay then. So you don't have enough space to actually get up to a full charge, because you need to be sprinting. So you would have but what you can do is use your quick movement, because a third will take you, won't it? And then because that would be like 6 meters, which would take you to there. Then you can hit it.
I'll do that. I want to smack that skelly all on the floor.
Yeah.
Use
the girth of your axe to whack.
I was smacking it. No.
Ooh.
Well, I will. This is my last one of the night.
Are you going to reverse it?
I'll reverse it.
Okay then. I just need to. So this skeleton would be foolish not to try to parry your attack as it comes in. So it uses its short sword.
Just to give you a heads up, the size of what?
This classic fantasy is not a fan of you today.
It is not. My axe is huge though. I don't know what that means.
some damage will get through.
Well, yes, some of your damage will get through to me. What is it? Is it huge? And my sword is medium, so I'll take.
It's huge. Don't talk about how huge it is. It's very huge.
Hang on. So I'll take half damage from it because I have parried, but I get the special.
Okay.
Because I've got the crit on my side.
Yeah. Dang.
So
what would a skeleton use as a defensive special?
Well, I think this skeleton will probably try to disarm the opponent as he comes into.
Not compel surrender?
No, that would not work. But okay, then.
No.
So the target, you've got to make a combat roll, combat skill roll, Brasive, versus my original roll, which is a crit 2. So you need to get a crit. And more than my 2.
A 3 through an 8.
Do I roll that right now?
Yeah, so you roll your combat style. You're smacking with the sharp end. Ooh.
If you had a luck point, you could reverse it and beat that.
I don't have that luck point. I just used it.
Why don't you use one of our special points to do a heroic action?
Are you cool with that? You all cool with that? Because this will make this epic.
No,
I
I'm
vote
not.
yay.
No, I'm not. Yeah, go on, you do it.
Never mind. I won that.
No.
Oh no! Please let me disarm.
No, we're not giving you this. We're the cool ones. We're thematic.
So,
right.
so that would be 08, wouldn't it? Is that what you're
Yes.
doing with it? And what
That's
is your
right.
skill? 75. So that would it would win. Yeah.
I
So
was going to say it's 80 at the moment because he's got the bonus on
Yeah.
yeah. So this skeleton tries to disarm you, but with the luck of some person, you manage to prevent it. So you go to hit, and this guy sort of like brings up his sword and sort of like tries to whack you on your hand, but you just manage to move it just in time. And you keep hold of your axe. That would have been so funny if you had dropped that axe. I would be
The first time I use it.
I would be reminding you about it all the time.
I'm so happy for that point, guys. I'm so happy. Can I do some damage though? I know it's only half. But...
yes. So I need a hit location, some damage.
All right, let's do some hit location first. Location number
17, which is
I think it's an arm.
left arm.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, and then
Half of that is my max damage.
Jesus.
Let me just. Oh, I don't need to put a 2. So
that was nearly like full. That was nearly
and you
full
actually
damage possible.
Is that +1? You're from your
Oh, don't forget your plus 1d3.
I already put that in there.
Oh, have you? Brilliant.
Yeah.
and is your +1 in there for your magical weapon?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Then. So I'll take half of that onto my arm. Okay. So that cleaves off his arm. It just sort of like he's gone from almost disarming you. You managed to somehow pull it round and to actually cleave off the skeleton's arm altogether.
I can imagine Bracef going, no, mine, back.
Yeah. And he sort of like lets out a cry and sort of like flops to the floor. And we go back up to the top of the round now.
Mm.
So this is turn 2.
Right, I'm going to put myself 5, 10, 15.
I was
20.
waiting for the are you going to turn? Can you turn?
Yeah. Give me a second.
I'm
Ready?
sure-
Ready?
No, you're just going to you're just going to turn
there we
round
go.
now.
There we go. No, didn't it?
No, nothing's changed for me, by the way.
Oh, hasn't it?
No.
Oh, my character was going round and round.
Yeah.
Sorry. Not yet, no. Because I'm waiting. I'm not. It's one shot for one a day. I'm
Can
not
you
gonna put-
only turn once a day?
Yep.
Wow, that is harsh, isn't it?
You got to pick your moments. Yeah.
Harsh vibes.
Oh, it's because it's an ability, is it?
Mm.
No.
Yeah, but it says here, you may attempt to turn undead at rank 1, twice at rank 3, 3 times at rank 5. So it goes up like in D&D, it goes up.
Got ya. Yeah, so you move a little way. What would you like to do?
But to be fair, I get it back after a short rest of 1 hour. So I could just sit in the corner.
Yeah, we could just leave you somewhere.
keep them busy. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to bash my mace on my shield. Not too hard, don't want to break it.
You're just showing off your magical shield, aren't you?
Yep. Shiny.
Yeah. Okay then. And you're going to stay there. Yeah. that the plan?
Yeah, that's as far as I can get. So 20 feet. I'm going to just block between the two chairs there.
Okay, cool.
So they've got to come to me.
So Rough and Stout, he's going to start to reload. So he'll have 2 more turns after this. Bell, you're up.
Could I do the move and load action where I roll the athletics roll?
Yes. Yeah.
I'd like to move up to the chair here as I'm trying to reload.
Yeah. So just roll your athletics.
That's a fumble, and I'll take it.
Okay. So it's not reloaded. Yeah. So that's you done. Right. Skeleton followers. Skeleton followers? What's my movement here? Why does my skeleton only have a movement of 6? That's not a lot at all.
That sounds like how it's formatted in Mithras rather than how it's formatted in classic fantasy.
I bet that's it.
They should have something at least as fast as me. 15.
Yeah, hang on. I'll just look at the actual rule book. I'm still not happy with the movement and everything. So, oh no, I don't think my. Oh yes,
I just dropped my marble, so
20.
I'm not happy.
20. I can move 20 feet. So if I yeah, so this guy will move to here. I think that's 20. So he can't do anything else at this point. This guy, 5, 10, 15, 20. This skeleton here is going to try to vault over the bar and carry on. So he needs to do an athletics. Come on, skeleton. You can do this. You can do this. Oh, he's over. He's over. 1, 2. Okay, so he's coming around, probably going this way. And I think that's all of them now. So that's all. That's me all done. And Brasive, you're there. What would you like to do?
Brasive can't make it here in 1 turn and also attack, right?
Yeah, it's your movement 20.
Yeah.
So you would use your whole action just to move it.
What's the reach of your axe?
It's huge, so I don't know.
No, you need what kind of do you know? I don't
It's a great axe, isn't it? It's got
Yeah, great axe. Yeah.
But okay, we can play reach. Reach isn't in classic fantasy.
Oh, isn't it? Sorry.
No, but so on the table it gives size, but not reach. But
yeah, that's what I noticed.
yeah, so but there is reach in Mithras. I'm more chat saying, love it how you're egging on your skeleton in Wales. I'm the only person cheering for my skeletons. So what do you have? What is
Great
it?
axe. Great axe.
A great axe.
And it's very huge. Huge axe and very sharp. I want to stop how sharp it is.
Is it like the
Not vagina.
two-handed version? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why we don't let Brasive listen to talk radio.
Melee weapons. Two-handed, yeah?
Yeah.
Two-handed great axe. Your reach is long. Okay. So my short sword is actually, yeah. Okay, so this is good. So my short swords are small. So long to small is 2 steps. So reach would actually work on it. So, but you're just going to move this round, aren't you? You have to engage to go in. So when you actually engage, my skeleton, unless I close range and get underneath your axe, my damage, if I hit, will hit your axe and do points of damage to your axe. And then once I close range, okay, I could just use an action point or a special. I'm inside your axe, so your axe will only do 1d3 plus 1d4 plus 1 point of damage at that point. So
sorry, no, I was hoping that if you could get 1 square away, we'll be able to swing into the next square.
no, you still have to be. It's still normal engagement range, but a bit. So yeah. So where's Brace?
Don't worry about reach.
It will do when we get into combat. Where can you actually move up to?
I'll move up there.
Okay, cool.
Wait.
That's Brasive all done. So nobody will have third action point because we're playing classic fantasy. And you all have 2 action points till the until you increase levels. So we're coming back up to the top of the round 2, turn 1, and Ida. So you could do a quick movement and hit.
I'm unmuting myself. So yeah, I'm going to hit this. I don't have to target it, do I?
No, that's only in. We just know where you're hitting. Do you have to target in Foundry? Probably.
Yeah, and it does. It works everything out.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's a hit. 48. Do you want to parry?
Ooh, I think I will, if you don't mind. What did you get? 48.
48.
Necro bashing.
Whoa! That's amazing.
Intarnation.
I haven't got one critical all session.
But I'll tell you what, I feel so bad saying, can you re-roll that, please?
Do you know, and I will laugh so much if it comes up another critical.
Yeah.
Comes up as a 6.
Yeah.
Try resisting that.
Oh
my God.
I've had my moments today. Right, I don't get a crit, but I do.
But you still did it, yeah.
I do succeed. So how big's your weapon?
Ooh, it is. I've lost my weapon. My medium.
Medium. So mine is short, so I'll take half damage.
All right, cool.
So I need no. There's no specials.
No.
Yeah. So just hit location and damage. What? Yeah, everybody's going for their arms. What is it with their arms?
Is that damage popped up yet? No.
No, I got no damage yet.
Oh, why is it not coming up? That was strange. Let's push.
20 is having a little bit of a problem tonight. Emotionally.
It's because somebody made a nasty comment about it earlier on.
I'm going to click my light crossbow. No. Right, I'll just roll 1d8.
Will you?
Yay!
Yeah. You'll have 1d3 as well to add
yes.
on to it. Yeah.
So that's
8.
5 points. Oh yeah, sorry, 8. Sorry, so 4 points.
4 points. Yeah.
I was halving the 6th and adding on the 2.
Yeah, no, you can't.
That clearly works out better in my favour.
Yeah. So that was what, 4 points of damage, did you say? Yeah.
Yeah, left arm.
Right. It does have some armor on there. Let me just see what kind of armor it has on its left arm. So it has 1 point of armor there. So that would be 7 points, won't it? 4 points, 3 points that it'll take. Right. Okay, then. So that takes it down to 0 in that area. So I just need to roll my endurance, and I failed that, so his left arm is now useless. And I think I can only defend. Yeah,
Me. That worked.
yeah,
works. So
that works. Yeah, you did 1 piffling point of damage.
yeah. That's a he issue, but my mage still isn't working.
Oh, that's strange. I'll have a look at that. I need to roll 1d3 just to see how long I'm out of. So I can only defend for 3 rounds, 3 turns now. There you go. Okay then. That's Ida done. Tough as Stoat is going to carry on. So this is his second turn. So he's got 1 more turn, and then his crossbow bolt will be ready. Belinda.
I have a change in plan here.
Ooh.
So I might need some advice how to do this efficiently. So I want to switch to melee because I bought Artful Dodger and I kind of want to use that potentially.
Nice. Yeah.
I want to switch to my short sword and get onto this chair over here and attack the skeleton, dropping my slingshot at the smoker's chair that I'm currently
Okay,
at.
so dropping your slingshot will be a free action. That's not a problem. So you can move and you can quick move and ready a weapon. So what's your normal movement? Is it
15?
15. So how much is normal? Is it like a third of your movement or 2/3 of your quick move? 1/3.
Third.
Yeah, 1/3. So how far can you get? So you probably get to here.
I could move 1 square.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
So I'll draw my sword and start to engage.
Yeah.
Move to engage.
Yeah. Okay, then that's cool. Skeletons. The one opposite you, Ida, can't do anything because they can only defend, and that's it. I got some movement down here. So this guy can move up to you, but has used the majority of its movement, so it can't actually attack. This one here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There, that one's coming there. And yeah, that's it. I can't do anything else. And Brasive, it's down to you now.
Brace is going for the attack again, but this time even stronger and sexier.
Go for it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Crit. This is your time to crit.
Yeah, crit. No, don't quit. Right. My skeleton will attempt to parry.
Still a pretty good roll.
Not terrible.
Good for resistance.
Fails his parry, which is not good. Okay, then. So you'll have 1 special hit location damage.
I'll choose location head.
Yep.
And then going for the damage. See what kind of stuff I can do with this nice pretty axe.
Yeah. 14 points of damage. I've got 2. I'm taking I failed. Yeah, so 14. I've got 2 armor points on there. That takes it down to 12. So that neatly decapitates that one as well. So this,
I want the head to go flying towards his buddies.
It just flies off in a nice sweeping motion. And yeah, so we're back up to the top now. Combat turn 2. Ida, we're up at yours.
I am going to literally wail down on this thing in front of me again.
Okay, so I can only defend. So
Yep.
I'll use my action to defend. Ooh, nice hit. Let's see how well I can do. Oh, yeah. So
nice.
how big is your weapon?
It's medium, so you get half.
I take half then. Yeah, and there's no specials then. Yeah, go for it.
Yep.
Hit location
Right.
damage then.
So we do hit location first.
Left arm.
Oh,
Oh,
one.
no. We're going for the
Left
legs
leg?
now.
Left leg.
Yeah,
Right leg.
right leg. Yeah. You
Just try to balance him. Still not working. Let me just do this again.
Why is it not working on your character?
You might need to refresh. Roll 20. Sometimes that helps mine behave.
See if that works.
Yeah, that works. So that's 6 points of damage to my leg. I got 1 armor point there, so that I'd take it down to. Hang on, I'm taking half, aren't I?
Yep.
So 6. I'm going to take 3. That I'll take 1 off. That make 2, and that's going on my on my leg. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I'm still there. Rougher Stoked finishes loading his light crossbow so he can fire it next turn. Bell.
Doing my quick move to move up to here. I still probably can't hit this skeleton, can I? Or am I engaged from there?
You can engage crossways in squares, so that's not a problem.
Okay. In that case, I'd like to join this fight and use my short sword to stab at this guy.
I'm actually going to say that you're going to be on the actual chair.
I was hoping you'd allow that. That was my goal, was to keep quick moving to the appropriate position.
So you could sort of like jump
I
up
can
onto
finally
the
look them in the eye or the eye socket.
hit. Oh, that's working, Ida.
Yeah, it did at first. Now it is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
17.
17. I've got no action points left because I've parried Ida's attack, and then this little gnome just jumped up and appeared onto the chair next to me. So you will get a special hit location and damage.
I think I'm gonna take some inspiration from one of my. I'm just gonna take inspiration from the person who teaches me how to be awesome at anything. I'm gonna do choose location head. And
Ida, you've inspired Belle into action. How sweet is
I want to know how Belle knows Hazra.
I was talking about Brasive over there, always bopping on the head. I'm bopping on the head now.
Nice. So
okay.
Damage hit location is head.
And here we go.
Need some damage. 6 points on there.
5 and a 1. That's not too bad.
So it's got 2 points of armor on its head. That would take it down to, how many did you do? 6, 4 points in its head. And this is the same one as Ida hit, isn't it?
Correct.
Okay, so it needs to make another endurance check. Which it fails miserably. Which
Brasive, I finally got one.
Which now means it's now unconscious on the floor as it clambers down like so. Okay.
How does that work with skeletons? Because they were never conscious in the first place.
Yeah. Keep that thought. Keep that thought.
No. Oh.
Maybe because insightful.
So this skeleton, seeing its companions going down left, right, and center, definitely does not want to come past this green monster here. So it will use its action to try to escape through the back door. So it go 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be its movement, and I'm not too sure if anybody can actually attack him, but we'll see. Brasive, you're up.
I can't just like run and charge and like do a cool football like tackle. Right?
Yeah. So how you can sprint? Do you have enough to run? So what's your normal movement rate? 20?
20, yeah. I think it's
Yeah.
20 as
So
well.
to sprint to get the chance, you need to do 3 times you must get up to speed. That's the important bit.
Yeah.
So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3. 60.
That's 3 times.
Yeah. So you can charge up to him as you running, which gives you that charge attack at the end. So
I can attack at the end, or I had to like,
yeah,
hey
well,
buddy, hold on for a sec.
this is the strange thing, because what you have to do is technically you have to charge for a round in Mithras. But Classic Fantasy also has this thing that you can move and attack, but Destin doesn't unless it's a quick movement. So just for the sake of argument, we'll just say that you can power into him.
Okay.
So give me an unarmed attack roll rather than your weapon.
All right. This one's not as pretty, but it works.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my my brawn to counter it.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, there is a god in heaven.
Eaten by a scrawny skelly.
Yeah, so this is what I'm going to say. You come charging in, probably roaring at the top of your voice, and this skeleton with its critical brawn dodges nicely onto the counter. You bash into it. Just roll a 1d4 for me, please, and add on any damage modifiers that you've got.
Oh, okay. Let's do 1d.
This is gonna hurt.
Should I add the 1d3?
Yes,
Or-
yeah.
This is for me or for another?
I think we already know.
Yeah. Wait,
Death
the
to
1d3.
the bar.
The
Yeah.
1d3 is
It's the one
yeah.
at the end.
Okay.
It's 1d4 your damage mod.
1d6 is my damage modifier. 1d4 is what you told me to roll,
Okay.
and 1d3
Is
for
your
skeletons. Is the
no,
blessed thing?
that's your
Okay.
bless. So you
So -1.
you-
-1.
you sort of like Braceive. Chatters has said Braces just isn't on form this session at all. So you come
Not at all.
washing across and you bash into, because you're quite happy to let this skeleton take it. He just sort of like flips up on the counter. You bash into the stools and the bar itself. So you're going to take half of that, and I'm going to take the stools, and the bar is going to take half of it as well. So you'll take 3 points of damage into whichever arm you would naturally lead in, which is probably your right arm. So
Yeah.
you'll take 3 points of damage into there. And people behind, all of a sudden you see him bashing and stools crumble and fall to bits. And there's almost like a dent in the wooden bar as the skeleton nips across. Could you just make an athletics roll for me as well? Just a normal
Sure.
one. Yeah, but you manage to recover. You bash into it, but you're not knocked to your feet, so you're not prone at that point. Okay, we're coming back up to the top of the round, and so this is round 3. Ida, so the only people who can actually I don't think I'm just checking. what's the range on that? 80 foot. Can I try to get a crossbow bolt off with 80-foot range?
I
Yeah,
believe in you.
he can do that. So let me just wish me luck. Yes, he actually hits with his crossbow bolt. Just so you know, there can't be a special. And there can be a special because the skeleton doesn't know what's happening. So he's actually going to use impale with his crossbow bolt. So it will hit the 16. Is that another arm? Why are we always going? Yeah.
Left arm.
Left arm. And impaled, do I roll it twice and take the bigger one?
Yeah.
Yep.
That is correct.
Right. Crossbow bolt 1d8. Here we go. Oh, that's interesting. Mine's not rolling either. I could do it this way. 1d8. Right, so I'll take the 1d8, and then I think I've got to add 1d3, is it?
From Bless, yeah.
1 point, so that'll be 9 points in its arm. Ooh.
We're just breaking those arms as a party. We should
Yeah.
be called the right arm gang, because nobody keeps their
Yeah.
left.
So he does have 9 points. He does have 1 point of armor in there, so that'll take it down to 8 points. Oh, I'm a leg, aren't? No, I'm an arm. Yeah, 8 points. So he has 3 points in that. So that's going to give him a serious wound. So the skeleton has to roll its endurance check as well to see whether or not it fails. So his arm is sort of like useless, and he can only actually, therefore, he can only parry for 2 rounds, which is probably enough time for Brasive to finish him off after denting the bar and everything. And it's 10 o'clock, so I'm going to say one thing before we finish for the night. I'm going to come to you, Ida, and Belle, you notice this as well. These are not skeletons.
No,
They're actually humans.
in skeleton outfits.
Yeah, so they seem to have some kind of skeleton death mask drawn on their faces, and they seem to be followers, but they're definitely not skeletons.
I'd have picked my picks, but I'd have picked it because they don't run away, skeletons.
That is completely, well, they don't actually hide behind
Tables.
tables.
No, that got me as well. It's like, oh.
And Brasive, I didn't give it to you because I thought you would be far too concerned with chopping off arms and heads left, right, and centre.
I bet the arms are bleeding too, aren't they?
They are. Yeah. There's a whole
Those silly bone blood stuff.
Yeah.
How dare they?
See, I thought these might be the actual inhabitants of the inn.
Oh, that would have been
Like
good.
some sort of
but
some sort of like hallucination.
They definitely look like humans. They actually have, they're not wearing masks. Their face is actually painted on like a skeleton. And you also notice that on their hands, they have like black gloves with the bones painted onto their fingers. And those are the boots you can see, but they're actually wearing boots. So it's a bit like any area that you can see is actually looks like a skeleton at that point, but they definitely don't behave, or skeletons don't bleed, of course. Okay, brilliant. We will leave it right there at that point to see what happens next time. Brasive, you are getting deadly with that axe. You are getting. I hate to tell you, everybody else, I'm going to have to put some really tough monsters in now. Really tough, and I need to keep my critical rolls because I think my rolls have been on form tonight. If I wish I had them last week when I was a player, because I would have might have actually cast some magic last week. So yeah, so well done. We're still on part 1 of the Candlewick Supper, and we'll see what's hopefully happening to the town or what has happened to it, and whether or not Belle will still have her opportunity to do her gloating at the appropriate time. But we will see. So Darth says, good job, adventurers, by the way.
Thanks, Darth.
So if you have enjoyed it, then please remember you can watch all our previous adventures on YouTube. Members on YouTube get to see them a week earlier. The Book of Schemes first session is out now. Everybody can see that. Had about 42 views last time I watched it. Which is absolutely great. Okay. Medivac, would you like to advertise yourself?
Advertise myself. You can find me on. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully we're back to normal this week before our Christmas break. But on Sunday, it's Baldur's Gate 3 co-op. Monday is Cyberpunk Red. And Thursday is Warhammer Fantasy Enemy Within campaign. And they all start from roughly 7:15 to 7:30.
Nice. Excellent. And Mr. Pickles has gone.
I'm technically here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Yes, you just got.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
My webcam is having some issues
Blink,
where it just
blink
freezes
twice
everything.
if you're being attacked by a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I told you to watch that door.
Yeah, somebody's
I'm
grabbed
a
him.
zombie, but yeah. So you can find me alive on a podcast on Apple and Spotify podcasts. And I took that personally. There's also a little bonus episode series called the Mr. Pickle Show, but that doesn't have my cohort Brad on it. And I took that personally is both of us, and so that's why it's better.
We only listen for Brad, so if he's not on
Yes.
it,
Yeah, exactly. Avoid the Mr. Pickle Show if you want Brad.
And Captain Kangaroo.
I'm gonna be
live
streaming.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Can I, sorry, before you do your bit, can I just say that in my recommended Twitch viewing, something came up called Asian Baby. Okay. And I clicked on it, and I'm sorry, it was just porn. I kid you not. It was unbelievable. I'm really shocked.
Well, if I knew about that, I would not just be doing more porn like on my streams.
Honestly, I was shocked. I mean, I'll give her this. I'm sure it was Asian Bunny or something like that. It was in my recommendation. She had, to give you an idea, she was extremely skimpily dressed. Extremely. Okay. And she was playing with a cushion that was a baguette. And I'm just going to leave it there for you. You can just imagine what else was going on. But I seriously was shocked because I just thought, this is just pornography. This is it. It might not have been Asian.
Can you send me the link later?
Just so we know to block it. All right.
Yeah.
So we know we don't want to watch being inappropriate or supporting such inappropriate channels.
I wish to supervise it.
I can't find it now, but it was, and I'm just disappointed. How come it was on my recommendations? What?
We know.
Darth, you are right. There are some very suspect streams on Twitch. Very suspect. Sorry, Captain.
Only half of them are from me.
Yeah, I'm talking about suspect streams. Captain Kangaroo, you said you would be live streaming.
I'm going to live stream. I'm going to run for office. Probably run for president. I don't really have any plans or any beliefs, but I do realize I'll probably end up having to drop out because I'm about 43, 45 years too young to run for president now, I think. Yeah, I think it's a demand that you have to be 80 and decrepit,
Got you.
and
Yeah.
at least 17 different medications run for president.
It's the same to be our king as well. We've just lost Pickles from the Zoom. It's crashed out, so now we can't see anybody. I can just see my head if I stick up now. But that's it.
But we I think the thing's gonna be called the party's gonna be called the BBD, or no, the BBP, the Baby Bunny Party. I think that's what we're gonna.
Okay, yeah.
That'll be.
I'm sure lots of people will vote for you.
Yeah, you'll find us on my live stream. Just look up Baby Bunny, and let's see what happens.
Baby Bunny, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you to the players tonight for having such a fun time with the adventure, and thank you to everybody in the chat for coming along and supporting us. We'll hopefully see you next week, but until then, stay safe and healthy. And I'll say goodbye, and they'll say goodbye as well. Okay, see you later, people.
I'm not gonna say
Bye-bye.
goodbye. I'm not. I just said
The Pickle Show is actually in the chat now. I've never seen. Right, hang on. I've got to do supporters first.
Can I recommend a podcast if anybody watches